Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Bugsy and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Bugsy's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any tiny little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that's going to work for you when you're walking in the city and when you have to have him under control with large amounts of people. Now Bugsy's sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. So heeling is actually a position with the dog positioned at your left. Heeling is also an exercise, which is proper leash walking. He should walk alongside Brandy, not forging ahead or lagging behind, not dropping his head, but staying right with her. And when she stops her feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or you stop to talk to someone on the street, Bugsy should be sitting nicely at your left to wait for his next command. And when you're walking, he should be walking with you, not dragging you down the street. If you're walking him to go to the bathroom, that's a whole different story that Rich will explain to you when he brings Bugsy home on Monday. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. We do recommend that you practice this indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to lengthen out the amount of time and distance. When Brandy returns back to him, she walks all the way around him back to heel. She stops at his shoulders, and then he expects to get another command. And she tells him to heel again. And you're going to love this heel command because this is going to make walking him in the city a pleasure. We're building up his stamina and his ability to work for longer periods of time. Brandy leaves him in a sit-stay. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds and you're going to slowly work up over the next couple of months to 3 minutes. This time, instead of returning to him, Brandy's going to demonstrate the come on command. It's Bugsy come, he comes in and sits, and he doesn't get praised until he's sitting. No jumping on you, he goes back to heel. You want to keep his head up off the ground. You don't want him dropping his head in the city and picking up trash. So if you notice, if he goes to drop his head, Brandy tells him, no, head up. So if she walks quickly or slowly, he's going to do the same. Nice automatic sit, stay. He's anticipating. So she goes back and makes him sit again. And then she gives him the come command. And he comes right in and sits. So he has learned a lot in a short period of time here. We're very pleased with his housebreaking, crate training. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are a series of down commands, and there are two. The first one is your down from a heel position. So with the dog seated, always first at your left open palm, straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. And make sure that he's all the way down, not like a cat, but he tends to go really flat. And your long down stay is best practiced indoors as well. You're going to work that one up to 5 minutes. When Brandy returns back to him, she walks all the way around him. Just as she did on the sit-stay, she stops at his shoulders. And with some help and coaching for you, we're going to get this to the point that you're doing loose leash walking. So she stops, she has him sit before she attempts to put him into a down. Left open palm, straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. And you can also teach a go-to-place command with incorporating your down into that. This time Brandy will call him out of that down, and he comes right in and sits, which is great. He's not jumping at all. And then the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. And this is a little harder command. So you leave him in a sit stay and you turn to face him. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and you drop him into a down from a distance. So we have demonstrated for you some of Bugsy's new skills. Rich will have a packet of information for you that he'll go over with you and show you everything that we've been doing with Bugsy, scheduling and all of those things. He's an adorable puppy. We've enjoyed every minute of him being here with us, and we will see you on Monday.